Hello, Yu-Gi-Oh players and YouTube fans. This is Royal Vanguard Ryoza, and I am the Master of Chaos. At least in the Yu-Gi-Oh community, that I feel. Light and darkness is my strength. So, I decided that it's about time I officially do a trailer for my channel. So, I'm Royal Vanguard Ryoza, aka Ryan. That's actually my real name. So, why did I start YouTube? I felt that all my life that I've always just been a guy who's been on the sidelines, honestly. All my life, I was one of those guys who were just in the corner, just left out, left out in general. I wasn't very social at all. I wasn't really a public person at all. Most of my life, I just haven't been able to go anywhere as far as, I don't know, I've always just been stuck kind of on Long Island, which is where I live. I think the furthest I've ever gone maybe is probably like Pennsylvania, and that was just for a field trip. That wasn't going anywhere for something special. So, point is, I started YouTube to try to kind of break out of my shell. I know that I don't really play in tournaments or anything, but that's only because I haven't had the opportunity. I don't drive yet. Well, I don't have my license yet. I do drive. I don't have my license. I have my permit. I don't know. I've been kind of crappy at driving. I mean, I'm not terrible, but literally my dad won't let me take my test for my license until I stop hitting the frickin' curb whenever I parallel park. It's a pain. At least it is for me. But really, I just want to grow as a person, as a player, and now as a YouTuber. I want to be able to do more than I have. All my life, I've honestly wasted. I felt. All I've done in my life is play card games, and I felt like, you know what? That's something I have a real feel to, and I want to do something with it. Whether it's share my joy for it or whatever with people, maybe make friends with people through it, or maybe even try seeing if I can take it competitively, assuming I can get out more. Because, I'm tired of being that guy who just works in the dark, who's never noticed. I just want to kind of honestly be a little bit more noticed, and I want a little bit of recognition for what I can really do. Now, I know not a lot of people watch this channel, but how are people supposed to know about my channel if there's not enough advertising? I honestly don't have much of an extent to advertise on right now. The only places I really advertise on or just like have information about my channel is not even much on Facebook. I only really leave it on my page or in some other groups. I don't have like an official RVR Royal Vanguard Ryoza like Facebook page. I will make one at some point though, but I gotta start by making a separate account for that. I don't really know how I feel about doing that though, because I'm a little afraid that I might have forgot my password for my Facebook. So I kind of always keep it logged in. But whatever. So I try to advertise on Facebook. I do it on Discord. I'm in like multiple servers, and I do it wherever I'm allowed. I do it on Twitter. I have an account for that one. But even then, not many people know about it. It's hard for people to find you if you don't exist. It's like, that's how it kind of feels for me. I feel like I really don't exist to most of the world, and therefore they're not able to discover what I can do, or discover that I'm here. I want to grow as a player, as a person, as a YouTuber, and YouTuber. I think that's about it. I don't know why I was going on to a fourth, but as a person, I admit I'm still a bit childish. But you know what? That's fine. That's just how I am. But I just want to grow a little bit. I don't even know how to put that, but as a player, I know I have a lot of growing to do still. I've only ever played at a local card shop, ever. I have never gone beyond that. Or just casually with friends. I want to push past that, but I can't do that right now, unless, I don't know. Honestly, guys, I'm still thinking about some of the stuff. I'm still unsure myself. I really want to do more, but it's really hard when, one, I can't go anywhere, so getting a job is difficult. Two, how am I supposed to know people if I can't leave the house, which is similar to the first part, but I am going to work on it. I want to be able to go out there, that's where my window is. I want to go out there in the world, and I want to experience things that others have that I wish to experience. Like, recently, the Joker of Yu-Gi-Oh! From representing the Legion of Yu-Gi-Oh! He recently just experienced his first LLDS. It's good for him, but I'm a little upset because I just haven't experienced anything like that yet. The closest I've had was like a shop challenge for Vanguard, and that wasn't even a big deal. It was pretty much the same community, and I didn't even really go that far with it. And now with this whole reboot of Vanguard, now giving the game two formats, one which is too simple that I don't really care for that much for, and one that's a little overcomplicated that I'm starting to not care for either. I preferred the game before we got the new stuff, honestly. Before this whole V-Series reboot. Now, I know a lot of people complained about it, but you know what? I wasn't one of those people. I actually really liked Vanguard before they released the V-Series. Even the anime doesn't feel the same anymore, honestly, and it's disappointing for me. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't really feel like it's went down that path. I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh!, even though some decks may be overpowered or over-supported, there is always a way to get through it. Even if it's only like a few certain cards, there's still a way. So, first things first, I want this channel to grow. I want to make more friends with a lot more players in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. I want to become friends with more Yu-Gi-Tubers in the community to establish a good channel relationship, maybe, and start doing some fun things, not even caring about the subscriber count of their channel, maybe. Well, it might depend. I'd rather that I establish it with a Yu-Gi-Tuber that consistently works on their channel. I don't know. It's hard to really talk about. I'm a very unsure person. But I'm going to go ahead and say some goals that I have for the year. So, goal 1, I gotta freaking get my license. I have to work past this freaking permit and go up to getting my license. Once I have my license, I'll be able to get the frick out more, and I'll be able to do more, which would lead to step 2, which is probably getting a job, because that'll help me get funding for what I do and for living in general. But in that category too, for funding, I need to kind of make my channel a little bit more likable for other people that they would end up supporting, because I can't do this alone, guys. I need your help. And unless you give it, my channel's probably just going to stay right where it is. But if I can get your support and establish a good, healthy relationship with you guys, it could start to grow a bit more. But in order to start that, this channel needs more subscribers and needs to have more people that know that this channel exists, and I'm not here for myself, entirely for myself. I'm here maybe I am here for myself, but I just want to start establishing some more connections with people. Like, I don't have a lot of friends, honestly. I really don't. I've lost a lot of friends over the years, mainly because they ended up changing their interests, or something about them changed that wasn't good, that I didn't really feel comfortable with. That happened actually recently. My friend that played Pale Moon when I was playing Vanguard as my main game, he's moved pretty much away from card games, and I don't even hear from him anymore. He didn't even wish me a happy birthday, and I wished him one. And we're only 4 freaking days apart. So that really annoyed me. I want to establish better friendships than that, where we're gonna stay together, and we're gonna move through stuff together, and we're gonna establish a nice, healthy friendship that's just good. So, step 1, license. 2, get a job or some sort of funding, which I have my Patreon, guys. If you haven't become a patron and it's because you don't have the money for it, I understand. But maybe try to find some people who would really enjoy this, who would really love to lend their support, because then I'll be able to do more for you guys. If I can get funding, I'm going to try to do giveaways a bit more. I can't right now, as I said, because I just don't have the money. I have those three Cerberus for that giveaway when I hit 250, and depending on how the funding grows for the channel, it may become more than that. And I wish it could be more than that, but we have to establish getting more subscribers and increasing like patrons or just some sort of income or whatever. I want to give back to you guys, but I want to give back as soon as I realize that I have plenty of people who are giving their support. Because right now, I'll be quite honest, not too many people are commenting on my videos. Not many people are viewing my videos. I barely have 50 people viewing my videos usually. I think probably the most I've had was maybe 210, and that was on a freaking video with meme glasses on it. I'm glad people watched it, but I wish that I could keep a pace like that or even better on all my videos. I want for that. And I want to establish a connection with my viewers. Like, see more people commenting so I can start just having conversations with people. I really would like to do that, because I really want to kind of communicate with the community. But I can't if people don't talk. So guys, if you're this far, good. I hope you'll be taking all this to mind and to heart. So, if you watch these videos and you don't comment because you're afraid to, don't be. Please comment so I can start, so we can kind of communicate and establish a good relationship, honestly. I'm not just making these videos to show off. I'm making because I want to communicate with people. And this is just my way of doing it. Because the fact that I can't get out much limits me to just having socialization on the internet, it's a little bit odd, and it's not as... I don't even know, honestly. It's at least there. It gives me a way of making connections with people. Even though I really have trouble getting out of the house to establish friendship with people outside of my area of where I'm living, it's not enough. I want to establish friendships and connections with people no matter where you are. I don't care where in the world you are. I'm happy to establish a friendship or just any connection with any of my viewers or people who are soon to become viewers even. So, after I get my license, job / some sort of funding for the channel, that's 2 things. 3, I gotta establish live streaming. That's gonna eventually come up. I don't know when, I don't know how, but we're gonna get to that live streaming part eventually. At some point, when we reach X amount of subscribers, I'm gonna start making merchandise, possibly. But that's only after my funding or job payment or whatever it is you want to call it starts picking up. Then I will possibly establish my merchandise. Now, this is actually more for myself. Because, you know what, I use just pre-sold stuff. Like, it was listed here or here, and you could just purchase it as it is, whatever. I mean, that's fine and all if you like it, but I wish to honestly start using stuff that represents me and is original. Because I love originality. That is one thing that really brought me to Yu-Gi-Oh! Again. Is the originality that players have when making decks. Like, out of nowhere, you'll see these new archetypes, and a little while after those archetypes come out, you'll see someone come up with this crazy mix of archetypes in one deck that ends up working together that you don't expect. That's something I really love to see in this game. Like, let's see an example. Invoked Mech Knight Sky Striker. They're archetypes that do different things, but they synergize really well. That is something I really love. That's something I'm maybe trying to build. Well, kind of, sort of, just temporarily if I do. Really what I do want to build, now you guys did see, now where did I put that? I think up there it is. Apologies, guys. At least it was close. Now you guys did see that I did buy invoked stuff. That wasn't actually originally for Mech Knight Sky Striker invoked. Instead, what it's mainly for is I started working on Thunder Dragon invoked. Now, originally I was just playing pure Thunder Dragons, but then I started seeing stuff like Alistair the Invoker, Madness, all these other cool invoke stuff, and I liked the art, honestly. It looked really cool. Like, here's some examples. Like, look at Alistair the Invoker and Madness. He looks really cool. I really love his art. Megalenica. Still pretty freaking cool. Purgatrio's a little creepy, I'll be honest, but it's a really solid card. And then, of course, the standard Macabre. I think they look really cool. And not only them, but of course, Alistair the Invoker I think looks really cool too. Book of Law looks kind of decent. I really like Invocation's art. This looks really nice. A Magical Meltdown as well looks really nice. Now, unfortunately for me, I was stuck getting the supers for the invoked engine, so I only have Super Magical Meltdown, Super Invocation, and Super Alistair the Invoker. But you know what? That's fine for now. Maybe in the future, if I'm lucky, I'll end up somehow getting the secret versions that look really cool, really good. Bleh. I can't speak. But yeah, originality is something I really love. And that's why I want to make my own merchandise in the future for me to play on, and I'll maybe get extra stuff made if people want them for themselves. I'm not doing it for... I'm not making my own merchandise like how people do just to sell it and make a bunch of money. Now, I admit that would be cool. If people wanted me to do that, I would probably do it, because I do need money anyways. But mainly I want to make my own merchandise for me to use. Like, I want my own field center that I could throw out to the field to show people that I have about my originality and of my channel, I guess, too. And maybe from there we can possibly start establishing a little friendship, or they establish a good, healthy YouTuber slash viewer slash subscriber relationship. So, things I would like to do with and create. Playmat. A cool RVR playmat would be awesome. Showing my main decks that, even though they're not meta, that I just love them and like to try to do my best with them. Guys, if you love a deck and you are really drawn to it, even if it's not meta, just go with your gut. Go with what you love. Maybe your love for it can drive you past the limit that other people were left at with that deck. So, this video's been going on for a while. I may have paused a bit now and then, but guys, just know that I'm not here for myself. I'm here to establish a good YouTuber slash subscriber slash viewer relationship, or friendship even. So, guys, if you want to support the channel, which I would deeply appreciate if you did, you can become a patron. I always mention it in my videos lately. I've been leaving it in the description of my videos. It's usually towards the top, so you can go ahead and click that if you really want to help support the channel. I would deeply appreciate it. It would help me, it would help you as well, because I'd be able to get back more to you guys as well. I would end up using that to help finish decks, to show you guys some really good builds and some really sick strategies I can come up with, and I would try to use it to establish some really good giveaways if I could. Probably just singles for a while, because again, I don't have transportation yet, but once I do have that transportation and I can go up to the post office and send out something bigger, then I will. But as of right now, I'm just stuck sending out like a few singles as a giveaway. Hopefully you guys will be fine with that for now, until this channel can grow much larger, both in terms of subscribers and economically. I hope we can really establish a good connection, guys. I really do want to establish a good relationship with you all. So, there's that. There's always the fact that I leave my email connected to my PayPal. So you just type that into your PayPal search, and you'll find it easily. If you don't, I don't know, figure something out. And then if you guys just want to send some stuff in, whether it's just to be generous, or you just want to maybe send stuff in that I could use to finish decks, then message me on my social media, and we'll establish like where you're sending, how much you're sending, and when it comes in, I would open it on the channel. You get a video with you as the topic and your stuff that you sent in as a topic, as a very deep thank you for the support you sent. So guys, that's going to be it. I hope you'll like this video. Comment down below so we can have a nice little conversation. I don't care what it's about, as long as it's nothing bad. It could be about the game. It could be about decks that you want to maybe see that I could consider maybe doing a deck profile on. Anything, honestly. Maybe they'll try to do a few matches for you guys a little bit more. A few matches, actually. But kind of got to establish that live streaming part, though, to kind of do that. Maybe I don't have to. I'll try to do matches with people against decks. Probably couldn't really do it live, though, because I am stuck with a recorder that's limited to 15-minute time, but once again, it goes to the economic part. If I can establish enough money to get a better recorder, then I will be able to do vids that are past the 15-minute mark that are on my computer, like using Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro or maybe Dueling Book if we're lucky. Now, honestly, I don't care so much for Dueling Book, but if you guys want to see it, I will try to do it for you. Plus, I do have to learn how to play without Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro's timing stuff. I gotta learn and do that stuff without Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro. So yeah, like, comment. Please do subscribe, because I want this channel to grow, and I want to grow as a person, and I want to have more people to connect with. And then the last part that I usually don't say and usually forget to say, share. Share this channel with people that you know, or even that you don't know. People in your Yu-Gi-Oh! Community, or just that you know in general. Even if they aren't watching for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Content and they just want to talk, or just have something, share it to them. Share the channel link, share any of the videos. Even if you just mention the channel name, any of that's perfect. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. This is a long trailer for this channel, but I hope that you guys watched it to the end and took this stuff to heart and to mind. I am not doing this out of greed. I admit I can be pretty lonely, since I'm usually home alone with just animals and my mother. That could get tiresome. But anyway, that's going to be it, guys. That's right, Royal Vanguard Rhinos is signing off. Chaos will consume you.